Alright guys, what's going on? So, welcome back to another video. Figured I ain't done this in a while, guys, but I'm gonna take you driving again. So, figured it's pretty outside. Go do a little driving video and talk a little bit about Sebastian Rogers and Summer Wells. Let you guys enjoy the beautiful scenery. So, up here on the right, you've kind of got Cherokee Dam. I'll be going over the bridge in a little bit. I doubt you'll see it because my camera is facing in front of me. But it's really, there's a park up here I'm going to go to. It's, I think it's called Granger County Park. I'm going to go up there and check it out. I ain't never been there. I'm going to go see what it's like. So, let's talk a little bit about, oh, good Lord, guys. I'm going to go turn here at the dam. They've got all the floodgates open. I'm going to let y'all see this. Oh, I didn't know Cherokee was letting it out. I knew Douglas was. We'll get into Sebastian Rogers and Summer Wells just a minute, guys. I'm going to let y'all see this. Y'all see that? They got every one of them open. Every single one. Man. Let me turn in here and park and all. Let's see if I can turn my camera and show you guys. I take my camera out of the holder here. Look there, guys. Letting all the water out. That is a lot of water. And I think they're generating. So, for you that ain't familiar, this is for flood control, and behind this wall over here, that is where they generate for electricity. So, I didn't know they were still letting out water like that, guys. So, let me put my phone back in the holder here and straighten it back up so you can see the scenery as we drive. Anyway, guys, sorry about that. Hope you enjoyed that. But yeah, I didn't know they were still letting water out of the lake. Huh. Any hoovers. So, it's like, where was I at? Oh yeah, I was going to talk a little bit about Sebastian Rogers and Summer Wells. Let me get on the highway here just a second, guys. I got to thinking, there's really nothing going on in the Summer Wells or the Sebastian Rogers case, as far as I know. No breaking news, no, you know, no updates from police or anything like that. But I got to thinking, and if they were to find Sebastian's body, like if he's deceased, if he's no longer with us, that would be worst case scenario. If Sebastian is no longer with us in Summer, let's say she's deceased and no longer with us either, if they find their bodies with where where the investigation stands right now, would there be an arrest? What I would have to consider is, okay, if they were to find Sebastian or Summer, then they would have to look and see, okay, was it a homicide? And depending on if it was a homicide and how it was carried out, there's probably nothing but bones now. Strangulation, y'all said that, there'd be that bone that would be broken or something like that. Or physical trauma to the body that would result in broken bones. That would, medical examiner could probably say, okay, yeah, this was blunt force trauma to the head, to the body, whatever. They would have to, first of all, they would have to try to figure out, if a homicide took place. We're about to head into some beautiful country, guys. And, sometimes that's an easy job. And sometimes it's obvious. And sometimes it ain't. And the reason I got to thinking about this, like, are they waiting on a body? And if they're waiting on a body, it's been so long, even if they can prove, guys, even if they can prove it was a homicide, then you've got to link, or you got to physically link somebody to that crime. And the way both investigations stand right now, it makes you wonder if they have enough evidence to link someone to the crime, the murder. If they were, if it's considered a homicide, will they ever have enough evidence to link a person to it? And the reason why I'm thinking about all this is because of the Suzanne Morphew case, Suzanne and Barry Morphew. How long has it been now since they found Suzanne's body, right? And we just assumed that, it's coming in. It's coming in hot. Barry's gonna get arrested. He's gonna get rearrested for Suzanne's murder. Because they ruled it a homicide. They did. They found her body and was able to forensically rule it a homicide. So, but now I think is the difficult part when it comes to prosecuting somebody for it, right? It's like, we know somebody killed her, but who done it? And I know that they've even said that she had animal tranquilizers in her system. Well, we all know Barry had those in the home. We all know they found a cartridge, animal tranquilizer cartridge, I think in the dryer or something like that. Theory is, Barry shot her with a tranquilizer dart. Killed her. That's the theory, But even with that, guys, not a word. Not a word on Barry Morphew. It's been months since they found Suzanne's body. And all the stuff that they've got, you know, kind of, you know, it does look very suspicious on Barry with the results of the autopsy. You know, with all that, guys, no arrest. No arrest. Now, you know, it's been 3 years on Summer, around 8 months for Sebastian. Depending, you know, if Summer was, you know, at the beginning of the investigation, you know, on YouTube, everybody was talking about a pillow in the back with Hunter and Summer, and people were kind of insinuating maybe the pillow was used to smother Summer. Like if that was the case, and they took her home and allegedly, this is all just theory, guys. It's all just theory. You know, everybody had talked about this on YouTube, right? So if they took Summer home, I say she was smothered in the back of the truck, drove her home, disposed of her body. They found her body like her remains like 4 years later. You know, how could you prove if she was smothered with a pillow? How could you, if there's nothing but skeletons left, skeletal remains, how can you prove suffocation by a pillow? You know, now, if, you know, somehow somebody, you know, beat her to death, that would probably be pretty obvious, right? Be pretty obvious how she died. The other thing, though, is proving it. It's like, okay, we know how she died, but who done it, right? Who done it? And there will be theories from, you know, she walked away and somebody grabbed her and may have done that to her and left her body, you know, wherever, like if they do find her in the woods somewhere up in Beach Creek. You know, there's all kinds of scenarios and theories on, you know, if they end up finding physical trauma to Summer. But the hard part is like linking somebody to it. I mean, how do you link somebody to it? Because what happens is you've got to get that in court. You know, you got to get a jury to convict them. You know, you've got to tell the jury, you know, he or she or them are responsible for this person's death. And hope you guys like this little country ride. Hope you like scenery, guys. I don't see that. I think I may have went the wrong way, guys. I don't think the oh, I did. I went the wrong way, guys. It's on the lake, and I am not on the lake. So, but anyway, we took a little ride out into the country. I hope you like it. Let me turn around here somewhere. This is a big road right here. I'll turn around right here. Oh. But yeah, I mean, how do you prove somebody committed the crime once you find a body? You know, a lot of people are saying, okay, we found the body. Are they waiting on the body? Well, just because you find the body doesn't mean that there's going to be an arrest. And, you know, with the Suzanne Morphew and Barry Morphew case, you know, point proven. because you find the body doesn't mean there's going to be an arrest. And look at all the stuff they've got in that case. I can't think if there's any others. Well, I mean, look at O.J. Simpson's wife, ex-wife. Was it Nicole and Ron Goldman? Everybody thought that, I mean, they had two bodies, a heck of a crime scene, what thought to be pretty good evidence, right? But when it come down to it, that jury found reasonable doubt that O.J. done it. You know what I mean? So I just got to thinking about that, guys. So let me know in the comments below what you think. I mean, this thing, who knows? They could find Summer, or, you know, if they're not with us no more, they could find Summer and Sebastian years from now. Hopefully they are still with us, but if they're not still with us, I mean, and again, you know, if they're alive, you know, they could be found years from now. You know, we're hearing cases where, you know, people have been kidnapped or whatever, and, you know, they realize, you know, 50, 60 years later, you know, hey, something happened when I was a kid. This ain't the way my life was supposed to turn out, but it did. It turned out this way. Beautiful, beautiful view out here, guys. But, yeah, if they're not with us no more, I mean, it could be, I mean, they could never find them I mean, they could find them tomorrow, they could never find them, or, you know, they could find them next week, next year, next month. But if they do, and, you know, it turns into a homicide investigation, you know, what then? Because basically, what is his name? I guess he's acting sheriff now of Sumner County, Craddock. I mean, Craddock's basically come out, unless they've got stuff that we don't know about, and basically said, you know, we really have nothing. I mean, we don't know if the boy walked out of the house. We don't know if foul play is involved. We literally don't know nothing. You know what I mean? But again, you know, I think there's a lot being held back and not told to us. In my opinion, I think police are looking at as a criminal investigation. That doesn't mean that it's a homicide investigation, but in my opinion, it just means it's a criminal investigation. Something happened to Sebastian under criminal circumstances, and he could be alive or not. You know, that has yet to be determined. And like Craddock said, you know, they have no evidence that Sebastian is deceased, you know. Whereas in the Gannon Stout case, you know, they found the boards by the road that had Gannon's blood on it, and they had the blood in the bedroom, and through analysis of everything, you know, they obviously found, I don't know if it was like, you know, brain matter or whatever, but they're like, if this came out of his body, there's no way he could be alive. You know what I mean? Scientifically, if this come out of his body, he's more than likely no longer alive. But in Summer and Sebastian's case, nothing, guys. We don't, according to police, they have nothing. You know, no bodily fluids, no nothing. So it's kind of just a wait and see thing. It's been like, yeah, it's been over 3 years for Summer. You know, is it going to be 3 years for Sebastian? How long are both these cases going to go on? And you know, there is a possibility, guys, that they're never found. And if they're never found, there's a possibility that if it was a criminal act on why both of these kids are gone, there's a possibility that justice will never be served for them. It's just the way, I mean, that's just the harsh reality of it. So, anyway, guys, I am going to wrap it up. Let me know what you think. Hope you enjoyed the scenery. Hope you enjoyed it. So, hope you liked the dam. Hope you liked the water coming out of the dam. That was pretty cool. I didn't expect that to be going on right now. I figured they'd have closed them back, and because it looked like Douglas Lake was, you know, it wasn't full no more and all that good stuff. But maybe we still got floodwaters coming into these lakes. I don't know. So TVA knows more about that than I do. But it's pretty cool to see the gates open. So anyway, guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think I made some good points here? I mean, it's the real world. You know, in a perfect world, things would go a lot different. But in the real world, it is what it is. So let me know in the comments what you think, and hope you enjoyed the video. If you want me to do more of these, let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next one.